know that music entertains us, but there's so much more to it than that. Music is what brings us together. It can inspire, motivate, and heal. And just sometimes, a song can say everything when we can't. I'm so excited to bring you these wonderful tunes and artist stories. I'm Stacy Newman, and this is More Than the Music. AmericanaFest is an annual music conference in Nashville, Tennessee. Over the course of the 6-day festival, we had the opportunity to sit down with a bunch of really fantastic artists. This week, we're bringing you Korby Lenker and Tyler Anthony of Cereus. Korby Lenker is a really fun singer-songwriter and author out of Nashville, Tennessee. We had a chance to chat with him at AmericanaFest 2017 about his new album, Thousand Springs. Let's take a look. We're here at AmericanaFest 2017 talking to Korby Lenker. Hi, Korby.
Hi, Stacy.
So, Korby, you had a new album come out in July of this year, Thousand Springs. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
It's my 7th record, and I went about it in maybe an unusual way, in that I did a little bit of a Kickstarter thing, got some money, and bought some recording gear and a battery, and went back to Idaho, where music started for me, and recorded the tracks that became Thousand Springs in these different places that were important to me as a kid, like on the edge of the Snake River Canyon, like right across from where Evel Knievel tried to jump the canyon in the 70s. Still a big deal in my hometown. Craters of the Moon National Monument, a little cabin in Sun Valley, my dad's mortuary, these beautiful places, you know.
Can you tell me a little bit about your musical influences?
Well, growing up in small town Idaho, it wasn't in the water, as they say, and so we really I had to seek it out. Music was not something that was part of my household. Growing up, my folks weren't really into it, but they did give me piano lessons starting at a really young age. That was just part of being a good parent, I think. So that was, music to me was playing kind of more than listening from a really early age. And probably when I was 14 or 15, I befriended a guy in 8th grade, and his parents were like hardcore 60s folk rockers. And they had a vast record collection, and that was really the first time that I listened to the stuff that became, you know, a big influence to me, like Neil Young be huge, and the Beatles, but really more the singer-songwriters. Like from a really young age, it wasn't interesting to me unless I knew that the person singing the song wrote the song too. I was like, anyone can sing. Like, show me how to write a song. So that was where it started for me. And kind of, I'm still in that vein, you know.
Do you have an all-time favorite album?
The record that I come back to over and over again is the Neil Young Harvest record. It came out in the 70s with Heart of Gold on it, and Old Man, and Needle and the Damage Done, all those classic songs. It's like, it's all about, you know, those Neil Young songs, it's all about writing a song around a riff and then weaving words and melody around that. So there's something not just happening in the song and in the singing of the song, but also in the playing of the song. And it's that like coming together of those three things that it has really held my attention for 20 years.
Would you consider like what has inspired your writing process? Do you do it a similar way?
I would say that most of the stuff I do comes out of a musical idea on guitar or piano. A riff maybe, and then there's a title or something I kind of have been mulling around for a long time. And I'm always like keeping track of little one-liners or, you know, clever little things that I think are clever, or hooks, and, you know, there's always a notebook to draw from. But as far as like the actual writing, usually, let's see, I'm really like the lead singer in the band who wishes he was the guitar player, and I'm always playing guitar, and for me, it's not fun for me to just play and sing a song. It has to be fun to play the song too. And so it's always been important to have something kind of to hold my attention in the guitar world while the song is happening. So those things are kind of coming together.
Tell us a little bit about your song, Uh-Oh, from this new album.
That song is really about that feeling of being in love, of being, you know, really struck by lightning in a way, of like, who is that person? You didn't plan on seeing that person. You didn't plan on feeling that feeling. Maybe you didn't want to feel that feeling, you know, but ready or not, here it is. And so I wrote that, the chorus of that song, which is very simple, in about 10 seconds one day, and like literally while I was riding a bike. And I kind of held on to it for years, really. And then I sent it over to a friend of mine who's another songwriter here in town. And we were going to get together and co-write a song. And when I showed up at her house, she was like, well, I just wrote the verses. And so she was like, maybe you can just do the work tape. And which is like the rough recording of the song. And so we sat there and I like kind of sang her verses and my chorus, and that was pretty much the song. And I held on to it for probably 5 years, and then it started becoming a part of my live shows because it's kind of has a different role in the set. It's open and slow and lovey-dovey. And it really kind of came into its own.
Cool. Well, let's check out the video.
Haven't you ever wondered what happens to lightning and thunder after it cracks the sky? Does it live or die? I don't know how or why, but got something else to ponder. But maybe I'm over under and really so into you. Can you feel it too? Getting knocked to the ground. Sometimes it happens. Electricity flows out of you and goes into me. Oh, oh. Oh. Inside and out, I'm making just seeing you. I close my eyes to stop all the spinning. You to me like a merry go round, and it's kinda scary. Slow down, figure out how very close I'm getting. Loving you better, but sometimes it happens. Electricity, it flows out of you and goes into me. Oh, oh. No guarantee, just need it to be. How do I gotta get you to see I'm giving you all for me. Oh, 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 oh.
All right, so Thousand Springs is out, and
Yes.
You've been doing a lot of touring with that. What do you have coming up next?
Everything for me is a story. I love stories. I've lived in the world of stories. Songs are stories to me. The record that I just made was a story in itself, the way we recorded it and put it together. And so I got together with a friend of mine, and we spent about a year writing this television show based on the book and my life. And we wrote it to star me. And it's a pretty serious pitch. I'm really excited about it. We've been having meetings in LA and Atlanta, and it's kind of this is what I'm really working toward. Now that, especially I'm off tour, I'm just doing weekends now, and so I can kind of focus on getting this show going. And in the meantime, I'm doing a lot of acting in town and stuff. It's fun, just keeping it interesting and staying creative.
Thank you so much for talking to us today, and good luck with your future endeavors.
Thanks for your time, Stacy.
All right, guys, we will be right back with more from AmericanaFest 2017. Welcome back to More Than the Music. I'm Stacy Newman. Cereus is a Knoxville band that perfectly blends folk, country, indie, and rock influences to create a truly gorgeous sound all their own. We sat down with founding member Tyler Anthony at Mercy Lounge in Nashville during AmericanaFest last year. Let's take a look. We are hanging out at AmericanaFest 2017 in Nashville, Tennessee. We're at the Mercy Lounge talking to Tyler Anthony of Cereus. Thanks for hanging out with us, Tyler.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So y'all are playing tonight, late night show.
We are.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your latest album, Excuses?
We released Excuses just over a year ago in July. It's our first full-length album, and we started as a band probably 4 years ago, and I had 2 EPs out, which were kind of shorter CDs, and this was our first project as a band. There's a lot of learning as we went, which is pretty normal when you're first starting out, just kind of figuring out who you are, what you are about, even how to make an album. But we're really excited to have it out there in the world.
Who would you say you guys are influenced most by musically?
We're a band of 5, and so we all kind of bring our different influences into the sound. I definitely, when I first was starting to write kind of this folky music, was influenced by the Avett Brothers and Head and Heart. Some of my other bandmates went to music school, and so they have some of that old school classic influence. They definitely taught me a lot when they first started coming around into the band, because I was a little uncultured. So it was really neat to get to kind of bring all our influences together and try our best to make something good.
So have you guys been touring this album, or?
Yeah, when we first released it, we actually did a really cool tour. We called it a close-up tour, and we played in homes and small spaces because we just wanted to really connect with our fans in an intimate way. Sometimes in the big venue, bar shows, there could be a lot of distractions and kind of a barrier there that the stage can be. And so we played about 40 shows all over America. And that was kind of how we kicked it off.
So we are going to be showing everyone your song River Run. Can you tell us a little bit of background about that one?
I actually wrote River Run about 4 years ago, maybe even 5. It was probably the 3rd song I wrote on acoustic guitar. And it was never quite felt right. You know, I would work on it and couldn't quite get it. And so it wasn't until this iteration of Cereus with these guys that we were really able to find something that we all were, that clicked, we were all proud of, and felt like what the song was asking to be. So it kind of has a special, place in my heart since it's gone through so much. And so it's neat to kind of finally see it out there for people to listen to.
Awesome, yeah. Well, let's check that out.
River runs through the trees, carve the path that you please, where to your waters lead.
So tell us a little bit about your songwriting process.
The process, it really is different time, song by song. Sometimes I'll have a theme or some kind of subject I want to write about, maybe something I've seen in the world or in a relationship or whatever it may be, and I'll kind of chew on that for some time and be like, I want to write a song about that. Sometimes I'll sit down with the guitar and just be strumming some chords, and the music itself will kind of create a mood that makes me think of a certain subject. And sometimes, I'll kind of Frankenstein piece different things together, and you'll have 50% of a song, but then you can't finish it, so then you change what it is completely just to see if you can finish it. So I know that's not really an answer, but I guess the short version is that it can come from a lot of different directions and start in a lot of different ways.
All right, well, we're going to listen to one more from Cereus Bright.
Claustrophobic, can you feel it? Nothing's quite the way we want it. Claustrophobic, closing in on me.
So you guys put out Excuses a little over a year ago. What's next? What's the plan from here?
I ask that myself all the time. I think for us, this year has been pretty difficult in the creative process, just because, I don't know, as people, you change. You know, life affects you, whether it's things happening, you know, around you or in your own personal life, or directions you want to go, or inspirations that you know start to find. And so we've just tried to find some common ground and find things that we can all get behind. I know for me personally, the songs I'm wanting to write are quieter and softer. Life in the world feels pretty loud these days, and it's hard to find the energy to, you know, have another big, loud song. Sometimes you just want to quiet down.
Well, Tyler, it's been lovely to talk to you. I hope you guys break a
so
leg
much.
tonight.
Thanks so much. To my peeps back in Knoxville, this one's for you, Mom.
We had so much fun hanging out at AmericanaFest, but we're only getting started here at More Than the Music. Tune in next week to see who's next. Same time, same place. See you then.